about Israel, why don't you talk about who killed Jesus? Let's start with that. Let's start with that. Because it was the Jews who brought him to the Romans to be killed. But you support the enemies of Jesus.
Who?
You.
How am I supporting the enemies of Jesus?
Do you not support the Jews?
No.
You don't?
You haven't been listening, have you?
Okay, so what have you... Wait. Let me ask you this. Are you against the Jews? Are you against the Jews?
I'm not answering your question.
Of course you're not answering, because it goes against you. So anyway, Jesus was brought to the cross by whom? By the Jews mainly. And it was the Romans, you know, white guys like him, who brought Jesus to be crucified. And at the end of the day, this God of his, he's a Christian, remember? The God of his, what did he say on the cross? My God, he's referring to his God. So his God's God, basically.
Oh, this old
He's asking his God, my God, why have you forsaken me? Is that not true? Is that not in the Bible? In the Gospel of Matthew? In the Gospel of Matthew? I didn't say that was the Bible. I said, is it not in your Bible? Listen to what I'm saying. So Jesus said, my God, why have you abandoned me? Now, since you're a Christian, why didn't you tell us why was your God abandoned by his God?
I'm not preaching.
Of course you're not preaching. That's why you're standing on the ladder. When you stand in the ladder in Speaker's Corner, you preach.
I'm not
and that's
preaching.
the guy who's preaching, he's saying I'm not preaching.
I may start from the beginning.
No, you don't need to. You need to answer the question at Speaker's Corner. This is not the church. In the church, they do not answer questions about the Bible. But here at Speaker's Corner, you answer questions about whatever they are talking about. So if you want to talk about Lebanon or whatever, and then, look, you're a Christian, right? So answer the question about Christianity. Are there any other Christians here brave enough to answer the question? Why was Jesus abandoned by his God? Is there any Christian here brave enough to answer this question? Absolutely not. See, he's talking about, you don't talk about politics because the Christians have stopped talking about their religion. All they talk about now is politics because that's all they think is important to them now.
What is the question?
Jesus. The question is, why was Jesus, your God, abandoned by his God?
Will not be hidden.
Talking about religion.
I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to him. So anyway, what I'm saying, Mr. Speaker, is since you said you're a Christian, you do not speak about your religion. Why is that?
To attack the metaphor.
Why do you not talk about your religion?
Any country.
Jesus, if he was peaceful, why is he going to kill his enemies at the end during the second coming? During the second coming, why is Jesus going to kill all his enemies, including the Jews, including the people like you who are against Jesus? Okay? So if you want to defend your religion, come up, any Christian, anyone brave enough out there?
Excuse me.
Absolutely not.
I have something to say to you. The difference between dragged up and brought up, okay, is not interrupting someone continually.
Well, I think, is this your first time at Speaker's Corner? Is it your first time?
It must be your first time.
Well, I don't think so. I got enough evidence to say otherwise. But I think it's your first time. That's why you don't know that at Speaker's Corner,
No what?
it's normal to heckle.
I don't do normal.
Are you abnormal? I thought so.
Very.
I thought so. So we got abnormal Christians here, self-confessed abnormal Christians.
Palestinian Authority, and we have Gaza under Hamas.
Do you
This is peculiar.
do you condemn
It is peculiar.
the atrocities by Israelis? Let's talk about, if you want to talk about Israel, let's talk about that.
Gaza.
Do you condemn the genocide by Israel? Do you condemn that? Do you condemn it or not? Because Jesus would have,
The orchestration in this.
if Jesus was here, would he not have condemned the atrocities against
To have the main opponents.
his own people, the Palestinians, who are his own people? Would Jesus have condemned the atrocities against his own people? And you won't answer that question either. Yes. Well, they killed him anyway. According to the Bible. According to the Bible, they killed Jesus as well. So I'm not surprised they kill his own people, the innocent Palestinians against whom there is a genocide. And you wouldn't talk about that, will you? Because it's not in your interest.
I thought I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Oh, you were not listening. Okay.
Sorry.
You're a bad speaker then, because nobody speakers listen. Yeah, you're a bad listener, bad speaker, self-confessed, abnormal person. What more can we ask of you?
Netanyahu. On the title of Protector of Israel. This is quite a title, an illustrious title to give yourself.
Leg shaking. Huh?
And in October,
Is it shaking already? It's okay. They'll turn to jelly very
when
soon.
the Israeli casualties started piling up, we saw that he was by no means a protector of Israel.
That I agree with.
He could save none of them.
He said Netanyahu is not the defender of Israel.
Over a failed state.
It's okay. You know, like they say, every dog has his day.
Not there to protect the Jews or give them safe haven.
He comes and goes.
It is in
Huh?
one of
He
those
comes and goes.
hostile areas
He comes and goes.
that the Jews could have set up a state.
Anyway, so the guy, the speaker doesn't want to talk. So what we are going to say is that
Own goals.
these speakers, they come talk about
Here,
politics, that's fine, no problem at all. As long as they're speaking the
There's
truth,
huge animosity
if they speak the
towards
truth, then that's fine. But if they don't want to talk about religion and talk about politics, then there can be only one thing. For them, the priority is politics, not religion, not the Bible, not Jesus Christ, not the truth. So anyway, Jazakallah khairan, brothers and sisters. May Allah protect our brothers and sisters in Palestine and all the places where they have been oppressed and killed unfairly. May Allah grant them Jannah. Al-Firdaus, Al-A'la. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.